Hey guys, quick pause to talk about today's sponsor, Harry's. Your morning routine, you shower, you shave, and well, you know, Harry's can help 2 of the 3 easier and better. And if you don't know Harry's, it's time you do. Harry's crafts high quality, long lasting blades and durable weighted handles that make a close, comfortable shave quick and dare we say, enjoyable. And Harry's was created to be different than other shaving companies. And because Harry's insists that you shouldn't have to choose between a great shave and a fair price, they just give you both. And refill blades start as low as $2, so it's a super easy decision. And even easier, new Harry's customers get their starter set, which includes a 5-blade razor, a weighted handle, foaming shave gel with aloe, and a travel cover. It's a $13 value, all for just $3. Plus, Harry's offers a whole range of amazing face and body care products for men, all delivered right to your door. So there's never been a better time to try Harry's. So make sure to head over to harrys.com/blue or head to the link in the description below to get your starter set for just $3. It's 100% satisfaction guaranteed. So you've got nothing to lose. So go to harrys.com/blue for your special offer. That's harrys.com/blue. Thank you guys so much, and let's get going with the video. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are in a car that you're probably weirded out that I'm excited to drive. This is the SVT Ford Focus, the Special Vehicle Team Ford Focus. That's what SVT stands for. Not to be confused with the SVT Cobra, I know, so hard to confuse it. We'll get into that later, and the Cobra is actually very relevant to this car, the Terminator Cobra specifically. Now, this car was requested a lot after I drove the very weird and rare SVT Contour. It's funny, out of all the cars I drove that very same day, I drove a Terminator Cobra swap box body and a very fast SW20 MR2. My God! Guess what video did the best? The SVT Contour, because it's freaking weird. The SVT Focus is also a very weird case study with Ford. And unfortunately, we didn't get the really cool Focus RS that was front wheel drive with the Volvo 5-cylinder that was over in Europe. We never got it here in the States. So this was the closest thing we ever had until the Focus ST came out, and then later, the Focus RS. Now, the Ford Focus SVT, what makes it special? Well, it's got a 2-liter Z-Tech 4-cylinder, naturally aspirated, and it makes about 170 horsepower. Now, that is not a lot for today's standard, but back in the early 2000s, Ford was able to figure out how to make the Focus somewhat or a performance car. And the 170 horsepower is very well balanced. It distributes it very well. It has this intake runner system that keeps the power band very linear, and it revs to 7,200 RPM through a GetReg 6-speed transmission. So yes, the SVT Focus had a 6-speed transmission before the Mustang. But this car really brings me back because my sister had this car and I was driven in it a lot when she first had her driver's license, but the normal ZX3 version, not the SVT version. Yeah, this and the ZX3 do not feel the same whatsoever. The ZX3, those things fall apart pretty easily. My sister went to college in Durham, North Carolina at Duke University off of a cross-country and track scholarship. She was very, very fast in running. She lived in Durham, North Carolina. Has very, very bumpy roads. And the ZX3 just couldn't do it. Like, it just fell apart. The whole car would shake and rattle. The plastics in the interior would really mess up. But the SVT Focus, the materials are a little bit better. The seats are better, but it feels like a more solid car. That extra $1 you're paying feels like a way more solid car. Now, this front end has been swapped to a newer front end. It looks like this. And we also have the ThatDudeinBlue Plasti Dip color. Yes, this car is dipped in my color. So if you go on dipyourcar.com, there's a color called Dude Blue, and it's named after Yours truly, and I feel very honored. Thank you, Fonzie. Now, there's 170 horsepower. It's not so much of a slouch as you would think. Gearing is what seems to really make the SVT Focus work. And I know I mentioned the Terminator Cobra earlier, and you're gonna say, why would you talk about the Terminator Cobra with the SVT Focus? The point is though, the reason why the Terminator Cobra is so freaking great with its forged internals like manly rods and stuff like that is because the original prototype for the 0304 Cobra was naturally aspirated. And during testing of that prototype naturally aspirated 0304 Cobra, the SVT Focus was outrunning it on track. And they realized that they had a slow turd of an 0304 Cobra, and they had to change it. So you can thank the SVT Focus for why the SVT Terminator Cobra 0304 Cobra is such a legendary American car and why it has the blower on it, the Eaton supercharger on it. I didn't get it when I first heard about the SVT Focus. The SVT Focus, I was like, what a ripoff, it's stupid. Why'd you put a badge on a Focus that it doesn't even have a turbo on it? It's stupid. I always thought my expectation was gonna be kind of not blown away. I think that's the best way to put it. Now, am I blown away by the SVT Focus? No, but my expectation has been surpassed. I do think that the handling is what really sticks out, especially the braking. Dude, this is so much fun. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, second's the best gear. I'm in a freaking Focus! Like, not an ST, not a Fiesta, an early 2000s Focus mobbing. Absolutely mobbing. This makes no sense. Second got a jam in there, not quite sure. This is so fun! We also have a Borla exhaust, but believe it or not, this has factory suspension. And the factory suspension is actually hailed as very good. And the owner of this car autocrosses this thing all the time, and he wasn't a car guy before he owned a Mustang, and then he got curious and found an SVT Focus. I do wish I sat just a hair lower. I feel like I'm more on top of this car rather than in the car. The steering wheel, classic old Ford. Weird 4-spoke with cheap plastic buttons. This was a parts bin car. The Focus in general was a parts bin car. The entire interior is hard plastic, but it has this kind of weird glossy texture to it where it's deceivingly nice to your brain. But yeah, hard plastic. What was the main competitor in America? Golf GTI Mark IV, now known as one of the most legendary Golfs that was ever to live, really. Especially with the Mark IV Golf R32 with the VR6. Not very hard decision. All right, the owner said second's the best, so let's see how it goes. Okay. Oh, yeah. Relevant to my Cobra conversation, this on track 100% would outrun a 99 to 01 Cobra. No doubt about it. Absolutely not a chance. This is a very peppy 170 horsepower. What? I am flooring it around the corner. 7,200. Guys, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I can't have a poker face on this one, guys. But going back to the GTI versus the SVT Focus argument, which I have never thought about until today driving this, that the turbocharged engine in the Mark IV does add that thrill, right? It adds that turbo thrill that pulls you in your seat. But honestly, it doesn't feel that much faster than this. But the Mark IV GTI on the surface was just, that's what people were gonna pick, and I understand. I remember when this car first came out, the body style, And I remember seeing the taillights being way up in the trunk area, like on the hatch area. And I always thought that was a cool look. It was kind of modern. It had this very futuristic feeling to it. And then you drove the ZX3 or rode in the ZX3 and it did not feel like a car from the future whatsoever. Side note, if anybody out there has a boosted one of these, I would absolutely adore to drive it, so please let me know. This car is so much fun. Right? It is so much fun. How's it so good? This is like the bad Ford. Like what?
It's in the Contour box, man. What are you talking about?
So on that note, what do you think about the SVT Focus? I've had an amazing time, if you can't tell. I'm smiles for miles right now. And I will see you guys next time, and take it easy. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye. This video is brought to you by Patterson Car Care. Get double of premium original detail product for half the price. Head over to PattersonCarCare.com or go to the link in the description below.